Furious Britons have lashed out at Leo Varadkar after he threatened the EU could block the UK from the European market if Britain were to deviate too much from the bloc's rules. The uproar comes after the Irish Deputy Prime Minister said while the UK has the power to deviate from EU regulations, they will have to largely follow European rules. Mr. Varadkar added the UK's access to the European market is not unconditional, as laid out in the 1,246-page treaty. Readers were quick to respond to the Express.co.uk article and make their fury known. One furious reader said, "Varadkar seems to have misunderstood. Any sanctions are reciprocal. Mess with the UK and you'll be messed with. Without the UK land bridge, the ROI is isolated from the other 26 vassal states of the bloc." Another also claimed the former Irish Prime Minister was blowing noises from both ends. They added, "So backdoor Leo threatens again, and is blowing noises from both ends. For business, if you export to any foreign country you sell on their standards and rules, not the UK's. If you sell to China you do it under their regulations, so it's no different to the EU." A third argued the UK should ignore Mr. Varadkar, claiming the UK should do what is in their best interests. They said, "More bull coming from someone we never voted for, so we will carry on doing what is best for the UK and not what some jumped-up person expects us to do." Another suggested Ireland and EU still need UK trade, adding, "Varadkar will not shut up, will he?" The truth of the matter is that the EU needed the UK trade to avoid mass employment problems in farming, manufacturing and tourism. The bloc still does not have a budget approved for the coming years, so Brussels has no real idea of future finances. A final person fumed, "Varadkar just doesn't know when to shut his mouth, does he? Opposing, preening, pouting, popinjay trying to stay in the spotlight." Yesterday Mr. Varadkar said the UK has the sovereignty and power to deviate from EU rules and regulations, but added, if they do deviate too much then they lose access to the market, and the truth is the lunar pole isn't a bad analogy. You can't get away from the obvious geography that Britain is in Europe, geographically, and if Europe is the Earth then Britain, which is much smaller, is the Moon.